Yo, welcome back to another episode of the JM Show. I am your host, Jody Mo. It's Monday, so you already know what day that is. And on today's docket, man, we have the conference finals are set, right? So in the conference finals, we have the New York Knicks versus the Pacers. Then we had the Thunder versus the Wolves, right? And now we got a recap on how we got here, right? So we have the New York Knicks versus Boston. The Knicks end up taking that in six, right? And shout out to the Knicks, man. Obviously, I had Boston winning this series. It was a lot that went wrong. Tatum went down, Achilles injury, and you had a lot of people in the sports world saying that they think it's because of the low tops why a lot of these players are having these Achilles injuries. I don't really know, but it could be something to it. You might want to look into it. A lot of players have been tearing their Achilles, but that is part of the game as well. So Celtics get banged up, Knicks taking in six. Then you had the Pacers versus the Cavs, right? And the Pacers take this in five, right? And I was completely shocked when I seen this, right? Because I'm like, I expected this to at least go seven. And the Cavs, another team, banged up, hurt up. So shout out to the Pacers. Then you had the Wolves versus the Warriors. Wolves take this in five. Obviously, in that series, you had Steph Curry go down in game one with the hamstring. And from that point on, the Wolves were in full control of this series. And like I said last week, I didn't expect them to win another game. But still, I expected them to win another game, if you get what I'm saying. But nah, man, Jimmy looked banged up. People was wondering, was he banged up? Because he didn't have that intensity to him. Like Jimmy usually don't just lay down and let you win. He one of them guys who, you would see him, tired, exhausted before he just let, his team lose. But yeah, shout out to the Wolves. Then we had the Nuggets versus the Thunder. And this went seven. This one I expected to go seven. I expected the Nuggets to be the victor, but shout out to the Thunder, Shea and that squad. Now they're in the conference finals. This is a big look for Shea. Obviously, I still haven't won an MVP. They still haven't announced it, but I still haven't won it. And this is a big look for him, especially, just taking down Ja Morant. Now he's took down Jokic. Nikola, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, now he gets to play Ant-Man in the conference finals, man. That's a good look. And that should probably be, well, it's only two series, so I expect both of them to be good. But yeah, that Thunder Wolves probably gonna be the one I expect to have some real highlights in it. Now, as far as the teams that lost, ain't no advice for these teams. All four teams will be back next year. Boston obviously banged up. They'll be back. Cavs banged up. Warriors banged up. So, yeah, they'll all be back. Now, obviously, you want to maybe add a few pieces, role players or something. But, yeah, they all be fine. The Nuggets will be fine. Yeah, ain't too much advice you can get these teams except just maybe add a few pieces and just see what you could do. If you bring back the same team, I expect the same result, to be totally honest. Um, just probably not this time losing, but I expect you to be back in this position is what I meant to say. But yeah, so the conference finals are set. So we have Knicks versus Pacers. Uh, this series is a weird one for me because I had neither one of these teams being here. Right? I had neither one. I had none of these teams being here. We want to be totally honest. This has been like a great playoff series, and almost had like an NFL feel to it because usually in the NFL it's hard to pick a winner because it's one game elimination, so anything can happen. And basketball is a little different, best out of seven. Y'all know this, but best out of seven, and yeah, the better team tends to win the four games. But yeah, this year we've had teams pull off some upsets. So Knicks versus Pacers. I go Knicks. I go Knicks in six. Well, Knicks in seven. I'm gonna be seven just to be safe, because I can honestly see the Pacers winning this as well. Like this could go either way, and it's gonna come down to which team execute better, which team has it going. Halliburton has definitely let it be known he's far from overrated. So Yeah, I can see that going either way, but I'll go Knicks. Just I don't know. I just feel like Jalen Bronson is going to be a lot to deal with. But Halliburton go. That could go either way, man. But I'm gonna go Knicks. Thunder versus Wolves. Another series that could go either way. I probably would have to see game one to see how they're gonna play each other or how this is gonna be done. But I go Thunder. I go Thunder in this. Thunder in 7. But I can honestly see Ant-Man and Julius Randle dominating this series as well. And neither team really has well, you have Rudy. I was about to say neither team has veteran leadership, but you have Rudy over there for the Wolves. You have Mike Conley as well. So yeah, I'll probably go Thunder in 7. I think that series could go either way though. So, but yeah, if I had to be put on the record, I would go Knicks in 7, Thunder in 7, and that would be the NBA Finals. Now, obviously, I had the Celtics winning the championship, and they go down to 6. But man, it's been a good playoffs, man. I'll be honest with you. That's what I'm saying. As far as like the conference finals, I wasn't expecting this conference finals. I was not, and I'm excited to see what goes on. So that's it right now. I think we have a game tonight. I think it's Pacers versus Knicks. So we'll see how that goes. I think the Knicks are at home, I think the Knicks are at home. But yeah. Now we have the Dallas Mavericks. I meant to touch on this last week. We had the Dallas Mavericks winning the number 1 draft pick, and everybody's calling conspiracy on this, and did the Luka Doncic trade play a part in this? And I'll be like, yeah, I 100% believe it did, because basketball is still a business at the end of the day, and for a trade like that to be made, yeah. A lot of people had to say yes. Ownerships had to say yes. I'm pretty sure the league knew. And even if the league didn't know, once it came across the docket, they still had to say yes because the league can veto. But, yeah, so in return to that, now you take another high-profile athlete coming out, Cooper Flag, and you put him in a market like Dallas. He's made for a market like Dallas. Not saying like, a black player can't be marketable in Dallas, but, yeah, it don't hurt to have a guy that fits the demographic. So yeah, that's if Cooper Flag is. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be the number 1 draft. Yeah, number 1 draft pick. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, shout out to Dallas, man. Now you have Cooper, Anthony Davis. Gotta look forward to Kyrie getting better. But yeah, should be happy. I mean, I would rather have Luka, but they try to do what they can do. That's happened in sports. You got fan bases thinking about pulling tickets, and we can't have that. We're gonna give y'all some. Calm down. Get Cooper Flag. See how that work out. And they probably calm down, you know what I mean? So smart move on the league. So yeah. But yeah, that's it for this week, man. It's coming down to the wire. And episodes might be a little shorter on Mondays because we don't got that many series left. We down to the last 4 teams. You know what I mean? Who's gonna win it all, win for that trophy. So, should be a good playoffs, man. Well, it has been a good playoffs. It should be a good conference finals. So yeah, man. Till next week, man. I'ma holler at y'all. Love.